Welcome. This is going to be match 3 with our Sultai Pirate Merfolk Dinosaur deck.
Don't forget vampires.
We also are playing a vampire. As always, I'm Adam. Above me is Chris and his friend Pedro. I don't like the sand.
I don't like it.
A lot of,
Too much broccoli on our plate.
yeah.
Let's throw it in the dishwasher and get a new one. Less green stuff.
I think this is better, and I think we also should keep it.
It's better, it's still bad.
Yeah, but I think we should keep it.
I'm going to have to agree with you because I don't have any better ideas.
Pressure's on.
Do we want another forest on top?
It guarantees that, actually, that doesn't guarantee anything. It gets us that much closer to getting a whiptail.
I think the answer is yes, but that makes me feel bad. I don't like how this game's shaping up already. I'll say that.
We've done better than we've had any right to, Adam. So
That's true.
We're sort of free rolling at this point.
I have
We've
a
already
quick
got our
question for you, Chris.
1-1. Okay.
Did we mulligan to 5 in our first game again?
I don't think so.
I know we mulliganed. I don't know if we went to 5 or not. We're really playing against 3 red-white aggro decks.
Yeah.
This isn't going good.
Hey, we got there.
Got there, boys.
Never mind.
Weaver 'em.
And then next turn is great. Next turn, do we Grazing Whiptail or do we equip the Prying Blade in swing 3? I think it's just Whiptail.
Or if we equip the Prying Blade, that gets us one turn closer to the Dreadmaw.
I think if we draw a land, specifically next turn, we definitely just play Whiptail. Or we equip Prying Blade, swing, because he's not going to trade, and then use the treasure to play the second Water Trap Weaver and trap down his Territorial Hammer Skull.
That
Yep.
seems pretty good.
Well, my thought was, with ADD being what it is, I thought, oh, we got the Water Trap Weaver. What if we could put like Sigourney Weaver and Aliens on there? Then I thought, ooh, what other Weavers are there? Renowned Weaver. It has to be Renowned Weaver. She's got the Renowned going.
Put everything with Weaver. The Gordon face.
I think at that point it might be excessive, but
No, it's alright.
if it wasn't so stupidly copyrighted, we should have opened our Ixalan videos with the Pirates of the Caribbean theme.
That would be pretty good.
They'd sue us for more than the channel's worth.
Our channel's worth nothing, so that's not very hard.
Exactly. Probably a little bit of emotional value.
What's he doing? He's playing Vance's Blasting Cannons. I like that card a lot. It's neat.
Field of Ruin coming up sometimes there.
Do you just want to play Grazing Whiptail this turn pass? I think we Grazing Whiptail swing with the 2-2, actually.
The 2-2 or the 3-2?
2-2. Because we want the 3-2 so that either way we can block. No matter who he taps down with Hammer Skull, we can block with either the Whiptail or the Prying Blade.
I guess that works.
What is it transform?
Nothing, because you're never going to get to transform it.
You have to play 3 spells in a turn, but it transforms into a land that's like red 3.
3-mana bolt you.
Yeah.
Or bolt creatures, technically.
Get Fire Bastion.
Mm-hmm.
So then, unless discounting some random thing happening, I can't. Alright, let's see what he exiles. He exiled a Slash of Talons. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Means he's going to get in this turn. Because he's going to tap down our Grazing Whiptail, and then we can't actually block with our Water Trap Weaver because he'll just slash towns it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Or he's going to decide killing our Grazing Whiptail is worth his Hammer Skull and his Slash of Talons. It's probably not true, but like he could pick that. Yeah, that's exactly what we knew was going to happen. Yep, you deal 2 to us. If he really wanted to flip that his Blasting Cannon, he could have...
Ooh, we got a land. You know what that means?
Well, if we attack with the Prime Blade, he's just going to block.
That's not what I thought it meant at all.
What did you think it meant?
Colossal Dreadmaw.
We only have 5 mana.
Those are 3 forests, sir.
Yes, and 1 island and 1 swamp. 5.
It's a fickle thing.
I think we... I really don't know what this turn will do. It worries me that he used literally no mana last turn.
Yeah. He might Wrath to exile our whole team.
So if he does that, I'm actually okay with it, as long as we don't swing with the Grazing Whiptail also. So I think we attack with the Water Trap, with both our Water Trap Weavers. We're fine if he blocks. We're happy if he doesn't, because if he doesn't, that means we get the 6 land to play Colossal Dreadmaw. And, I clicked through our attack step.
You're an idiot.
Moto lagged.
That hurt my heart.
It hurts my heart too. I'll
blame the controller.
What is
that's the Frenzied Raptor. He's the red 2 for the 2/4 or 4/2 rather.
Well,
I actually do like not attacking at all because it gives us blocks against the Territorial Hammer Skull.
Sure, try and justify your misclick.
I'm not saying it's not a misclick. It was. I'm just saying, like, I'm also okay with it happening. On balance. What would you think about just run-agrounding his Frenzied Raptor? Because then it would be his reveal with Vance's Blasting Cannon again. Or we do that with Territorial Hammer Skull and it would force him to cast it off of that.
Yeah. I can live with that.
Because either he would cast it off of his Vancing Blasting Cannon and use 3 of his mana, or he would lose it.
Vancing Blast his cannons.
Yeah, words. I think we attack with just the Water Trap Weaver that has the Prying Blade.
Just that one? Because if we swing with the other one, they have a chance to lose both if they're idiots.
Yeah, but they won't.
I don't know. You never know.
I suppose I've heard worse arguments for doing something than whatever, you never know.
Yeah.
Let's see what trick they have, because we know they have a trick.
They probably have some Slash of Talons.
I'm gonna slash him.
Don't need to pump it.
You know?
All of our stuff has 2 toughness.
Yeah, we're okay with that. Is he gonna do anything? Nope. Now I think we just play the Fathom Fleet Captain and put the Prime Blade on it. And laugh a lot. And get slightly emotionally sad that we don't have any
Pirates? Yeah. We could draw some.
Yeah, we have a fair number.
Yeah.
Actually, like, Prosperous Pirates would be super good, because it would let us play Prosperous Pirates and then also
do the
thing off of the treasures.
Yep.
Yep. We are not surprised at this occurring.
Maybe you aren't.
Do we just swing with the Fathom Fleet Firebrand and be okay if he double blocks because it would get the Territorial Hammer Skull?
Yeah. We could also swing with the Water Trap Weaver while we're here. No, we shouldn't, though. It's an option, but it's not a good option.
No, it's a pretty decent option because it either gets in for 2 because he has Menace,
That's true.
or it like blocks here. No, because I think we'd be most happy trading for the Territorial Hammer Skull.
Yeah.
So we actually kind of want him to block this.
They never actually drew it. That was the stuff they exiled.
So we know he has a trick. He has to. But even so, we're going to try to kill the Territorial Hammer Skull. Because that's such a more terrifying card than Frenzied Raptors. He let us. Colossal Dreadmaw?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Now, it is important to note, Vance's Blasting Cannons is not Outpost Siege. You cannot play lands that you exile with it.
Nope, it says if it's a non-land card, you may cast that card this turn.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's a big scary.
Not significantly. We have a Grazing Whiptail. That blanks it for forever.
Yeah, but it's still scary. But it's still big.
Equip Prime Blade to the Colossal Dreadmaw and just get in there. He can't kill it. Probably.
That's true. Or technically, he could double block and kill it.
Oh, yeah, that's a 4-2. I was thinking it was a 3-2 for some reason. Even then, it still works.
Even then, I still think we could. I still think we go through with it.
I think we equip and then just get in with the team. Because we're kind of okay however they decide to block.
I guess.
Because if they decide to, like, eat our Water Trap Weaver, then that means they're taking 10. Or some number less than 10, more than likely. And we know he doesn't have Wrath to exile because he doesn't have the mana for it. And then he's almost certainly getting in for a non-zero amount of damage. Actually, he literally has to. Because trample damage. And then we just play Prosperous Pirates.
Yep.
And now we're representing lethal.
Represent, boy.
They have to not get any creatures, but we're still representing it. That's a Glorifier of Dusk. That's a creature.
That's scary.
Build your own Sarah's Angel. It is Sarah Angel, right? Flying Vigilance?
Yeah.
He also flooded out hard.
Hey, a win's a win.
It's true. Actually, he really hasn't. Going off of a normal limited deck will do something like 17 lands. He's gone through half his deck and he's drawn 10. Like, that's only slightly more than I would otherwise think would happen.
We should drop the prying blade on the whichever 3 that we're swinging with.
I think we're just swinging with all 3.
Well, that's true. I guess
Specifically, I think we put the prying blade on the Prosperous Pirates, though. Or no, the Grazing Whiptail.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have enough for Wrath or the Subtle Wreckage?
He does.
Are we worried about that?
He hasn't shown it to us yet.
I still think we only attack with the Grazing Whiptail then.
Because he either takes 4 or he loses his dude.
Yeah. So, Grazing Whiptail as well as Water Trap Weaver?
Why Water Trap Weaver?
Because it would give him an incentive to use Subtle Wreckage if he has it, and then we can play Sailor Means next turn. Or this turn and have both to attack with.
Anyway.
Yeah. I'm okay with possibly losing our Grazing Whiptail. This is probably the best decision.
Maybe their computer restarted.
No, he's just taking 4. And then we're gonna play Sailor of Means. So I think next turn we attack with Prosperous Pirates and Water Trap Weaver with the Prying Blade on the Water Trap Weaver, because that's 2 lethal threats, so they have to deal with it.
Okay.
That's assuming that they have exactly Settle the Wreckage, which would suck, but no, they did. They hit a Paradon Knight off of Vance's Blasting Cannons. Legion's Judgment to murderize our guy, sure.
So Kale will just drop the blade on the Prosperous Pirates. Or...
And now we know he's not representing Sword anymore. Or, Settle the Wreckage.
So swing all in.
No, actually. Only swing with the Prosperous Pirates.
with the sword.
It's sword equipped. Because it means he'll have to trade off the Glorifier of Dusk for it. If we
Or
swing like
the-
all in,
Or the Pterodon Knight.
yeah.
Yeah,
If we go all in, he'll do Glorifier of Dusk on Prosperous Pirates and eat the Water Trap Weaver with the Pterodon Knight, and we'll get him with 1 damage, which isn't going to win us this game. What will win us this game, probably, is after this attack, moving the sword over to the Water Trap Weaver.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll have 2 lethal threats, and he'll only have 1 creature.
Is this
He's
game
double
monarchy?
blocking. It has to be better just to kill the Glorifier of Dusk.
Yeah, we kill the Glorifier.
And then put the sword on the Water Trap Weaver.
Mm-hmm.
Next turn, we swing both. He'll have to block, assuming he has nothing else, or like no creatures in hand. Which I can't imagine he would, because he would have slammed him last turn if he did. Then we... Alright, that's fine. So we attack with both, and he'll either have to... Well, what's he likely to do? Probably put the Pterodon Knight on the Sailor of Means and let the Deathmarch Tidemarch just die to the Water Trap Weaver.
Probably, yeah.
But I think we're happy with that. And if he decides to block the other way, Pterodon Knight on the Water Trap Weaver, Duskborn on here, he'll lose both of its creatures, and then we can just put the sword on the Sailor and have a 2-turn clock.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we draw just something like Shapers of Nature so we can end this a turn faster.
Yeah.
She's just... Nest Jobber's fine.
It's a creature.
In my heart.
Also a very real chance he decks himself.
Don't you love when the aggro deck decks out because they drew too much?
Well, that's a Siren Lookout who is likely to win us the game off of just throwing a sword on her.
Him.
Yeah, man.
Gonna call it a her every single time.
Stop assuming it's gender.
Won't be
I think
sexist.
you are.
Sirens are male on Ixalan, and most of the pirates are female. Or at least a fair amount of the pirates are
So they
female.
kind of like did a whole
Reverse it. Yeah. Just like on Amonkhet when they made the angels male and some of the demons, I think, were female. I mean, that would make sense in their situation.
I didn't even know the gender. So they were
I mean, they might not. I just sort of assumed that they flipped it because they flipped the angels. They like to flip things.
Alright, Prying Blade, equipped to the Siren Lookout. Because that guarantees us, not fatal next turn, but more damage. He flipped a Swashbuckling, and he's probably just going to concede now.
or
Because if he had more creatures, he would have been playing them the last couple turns. Essentially. And, I mean, he does draw independently of Vance's Blasting Cannon, but I'd still
He's swashbuckling
imagine.
our lookout.
What?
He's gonna swashbuckling our lookout.
That'd be amusing. I
You
doubt
got
it.
the mana tap for it.
Yeah.
How many cards?
Adam, how many cards does he have in hand?
3.
3.
12 in his deck. He is swashbuckling our Siren's Lookout. Oh, is he gonna do something funny like Legion's Judgment it? Because it's now 3 or more? That would be hilarious. I would vastly approve of that play or turn.
Be a heck of a 2-for-1. Or 1-for-2.
Yeah, it would keep him in the game though for an extra turn at least. I think no matter what happens, he's losing. Yeah, there he just conceded at that. Oh, he's even said he didn't mean to keep holding priority.
Anymore.
Game
All
Was
right,
that game 1 or 2?
that was game 1.
That's what I thought.
It was a very long game 1, but still game 1. I think we put in the other Underground again.
Yeah.
It's just very good against aggro deck like that.
Take off the sweater. Or...
Yeah, we drew a lot of like do nothings that game. Like we had so many cards that would have ended it quicker. Like even just drawing one with the wind would have ended the game on the spot, kind of thing. Where'd Pedro go?
He's taking off his sweater. He's putting it on a t-shirt.
You know, it's supposed to be fall, but it's really not.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's like 78 here or something stupid. Thus the bro tank.
Yeah, the muscle shirt.
Yeah.
See, on me it's called a bro tank because I have no muscles to show off.
You have broness, right?
So he seems to be sideboarding pretty heavily. We're a minute
Maybe he's
into it.
shuffling in a new deck.
I've done it before. Only
Same.
like once on draft, but
It's a lot harder on draft. It's a lot easier in earlies.
yeah. And it wasn't like an entirely different deck. It was like trading out white for black kind of thing. In a,
Okay, I think this is a no.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's a no. On the other hand, I do like this quite a
It
bit.
doesn't play anything. Assuming we draw a land eventually. We're on the draw probably, aren't we?
We're on draw. And he mulligan as well. I think we bottom run aground.
Down.
But we have Shapers of Nature and Siren Lookout, and between the two of those, they end games quickly.
Mhm.
And Storm Sculptor now. So I believe we play Siren Lookout first, assuming we get there on lands. Which that's becoming less likely as each turn happens.
Looks like he doesn't have mountains, so. Oh, now he does. Or sheep, or it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey, we got there.
Got there, boys.
So I do think it's just a Siren Lookout. Or it's a Water Trap Weaver to keep him down for a turn.
If we Siren Lookout, there's a chance that we're going to draw another land and we'll eventually be able to play more cards.
Yeah.
That's a good enough argument for me. And if we don't hit a land off of Siren Lookout, then we get to... We hit a land. I was going to say then we can effectively race the Territorial Hammer Skull.
Mm-hmm.
So I think next turn we swing Siren Lookout, play Grazing Whiptail.
That seems functional. I mean, we're never getting to block with Lookout anyway.
Well, we're just... I'm not at all concerned with the Fire Shrine Keeper.
Yeah.
What would you think about New Horizoning to make our Siren Lookout a 2-3 and then playing Wanted Scoundrels off of the double mana?
That was kind of what I was thinking, actually.
Because we do kind of just want to get a critical mass of big creatures on board, so then his Territorial Hammer Skull is blanked.
Mm-hmm.
So next turn, if we draw land, we can double spell on our 3s, Water Trap Weaver, Shaper of Nature. But what do we do if we don't draw a land?
If we don't draw a land, we could Whiptail or Water Trap his Hammer Skull and swing 5 that he can't do much about aside from lose his keeper.
Yeah.
We would actually swing 6.
It is 6, you're right.
Sateable.
His keeper thing?
Yes.
Oh,
that's
it's
a
8
result.
damage to deal 3 to up to 2 creatures.
Okay.
Yeah. The keepers are a neat cycle, but they're kind of awful. They're like much, much worse. Invokers? Was that it? It was from Zendikar?
It was from a long time before Zendikar, actually. Originally, but they were in original Zendikar.
So we can still double spell by Sailor at Means first, and then using Sailor Means' treasure to play the second card.
I can live with that.
The question is, what are we making the second card? Shapers of Nature or Water Trap Weaver? I actually like Shapers,
Yeah.
because even if he blocks with his Fireshrine Keeper, that's pretty much fine. So we want to save Water Trap Weaver for when he has a big stupid guy that we can't deal with.
Mm-hmm. Also, to answer your question, the original keepers are... Is that Legions? I think it's Legions. Yeah, Legions.
Okay. I know that they are, or I'm like 99% sure they were also in original Zendikar.
Rise del Eldrazi, yeah.
Okay.
Like, that was never a question in my heart.
What's he
Because
doing?
The white one's amazing.
He's sure striking us.
That's not good.
I think we're okay with that, honestly.
I mean, we can't do anything about it, so we're probably okay with it.
Well, just because we can't do anything about it doesn't mean we're okay with it.
Makes us happier, I guess.
Even so, I still think we just play Shapers of Nature. And then we can win the game off of the back of a infinitely big Siren Lookout.
Yep.
Kind of close to the
I assume we bounce Sailor of Means with our Storm Sculptor.
Yeah, absolutely. Eventually, whenever that ends up coming up. Is he just gonna, like, immediately Lightning Bolt our Shapers of Nature? That looks like what's happening. Yep.
Could be worse.
Yeah,
Could be raining.
like,
Oh, yeah.
that wasn't good for us by any means. Like, it's not. But, like, it's really not worrisome either. You know?
Because would worrying help? No. So why worry?
Not even in the respect of there's no reason to worry because worrying wouldn't help. Like, his board's not threatening to us, and while Shaper of Natures is one of our better cards, like, losing it's not the end of the world. We drew a second Grazing Whiptail.
It may or may not be a sign from God.
May or may not.
Not the best interpreting signs from God.
Yeah, I'm fine with just playing a Grazing Whiptail. I don't think we attack if we play the Grazing Whiptail, though. Because he still attacks with the Territorial Hammer Skull, and then we lose the blocker.
That's true.
And his board is actually threatening now. My other idea was use Water Trap Weaver to tap down the Territorial Hammer Skull, and then we have really good blocks against him.
I think we just go with the Whiptail.
Okay. I still don't think we attack, though. Because what I really want to do is, like, obviously he's going to tear us our Hammer Skull to tap down our Grazing Whiptail. And then I just want to double block the Hammer Skull. And we'll take 5, which, with how the board is, 5 isn't actually that, like, threatening.
Speaking of threatening, I'm going to close my windows because I hear something hitting my window screen from wind. So I'm going to pass this to Pedro.
He played another Vance's Blasting Cannons, which we're fine with.
I got the mic.
Alrighty. So he didn't swing at us.
Is there a hurricane out there?
Not yet.
Dang it.
We drew a 1 with the wind.
Speaking of wind.
So I think what we do this turn is play Water Trap Weaver, tap down his Territorial Hammer Skull, and then 1 with the wind our Grazing Whiptail, and swing 7 in the air.
Okay.
Seems solid. So it's Frost linked the Hammer Skull.
1 with the wind our Grazing Whiptail, swing 7 in the air.
Okay.
And then he doesn't have good attacks against us. We're not worried about, like, we'll block Water Trap Weaver onto the Paladin and the Sailor onto the Vampire and take 1. And, like, that's not even remotely threatening to us. He exiled a land while he's mana screwed. That's got to be sad.
Made me chuckle on the inside.
And if we draw just about anything that makes our team bigger, we win the game instantly. Off of just swinging 9 in the air. If not, we, like, swing probably the Whiptail, deal 5, put them to 4, and then next turn we have lethal.
Unless there's like a Legion's Judgment.
Legion's Judgment would help them out a lot here. That is a good point.
Yep.
Thank you, Pedro.
Or Pious Interdiction, or
Pretty much
Ixalan's Binding.
Frenzied Raptors, not something we're even remotely concerned about. I think we just play the Whiptail and swing the 5/6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if we swing with both the Grazing Whiptail and the Siren Lookout, it puts him to 2.
Yeah.
On the crackback, he taps down our Grazing Whiptail with his Territorial Hammer Skull. We block the 4/2 and the 1/1 Lifelinker, take 3, 4, 5, 6. But then we'll also have set up to have lethal with just the Siren's Lookout. Yeah, I like all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because Pedro is right. If he has exactly Legion's Judgment, not attacking with the Siren's Lookout puts us on taking an extra turn. And if we can get away with it, I'd rather not take the extra turn.
You should have known. Unless he like activates the blast cannon.
Well, to flip the blast cannon requires you to play 3 cards in a turn, which is super, super difficult when you only have 4 lands.
A bunch of 1-drops, another Fire Shrines.
Say 3 keepers.
Yeah. I think we have this game just locked up.
It's looking like it.
There's not a lot he can do that we really... Honestly, if he swings out, I might be willing to just straight double block the Territorial Hammer Skull and take 1 billion.
Would be... No.
That makes sense. He's attacking with his 1/1 Vampire to gain a life. And then if he has Legion's Judgment, he kills our Grazing Whiptail, and then we only have 2 in the air. Instead of... and he'll be at 3.
I think we Whiptail it.
Seems like a pretty good idea.
I was thinking Sailor of Means.
If he drops the, like, Sure Strike or something.
Yeah.
He's already used Sure Strike. If he drops Sure Strike, that's a lot worse for us. If
also,
he has...
could we just ignore it entirely? Like, do we even care?
Oh yeah, because it's lifelink.
A little. I think you're right that we put Grazing Whiptail on it, actually. Because if he has Vampire Seal...
Double block it.
I'm not worried about it enough to double block it. But if he has Vampire Seal, Grazing Whiptail kills it still.
Mm-hmm.
And if he has a combination of several cards... I'm pretty sure... Yeah. I was pretty sure he was just doing it to gain the life. But... play around stuff while you can, right?
Mhm.
Shining
Oh.
Aerosaur. That buys him a turn in the air.
Yeah, no.
I think we still just swing our 2 in the air. Because then he has to block or Grazing Whiptail with the Shining Aerosaur. He'll take 2, and then we just play Colossal Dreadmaw and win next turn.
Yep.
Is there? Do we have?
Although I could see an argument for also attacking with the Grazing Whiptail, because it would force him to block badly.
He's already blocking badly. He's losing his Aerosaur.
Yeah, but it would cause him to like lose another creature, or and then this should just be game.
Is this the concede?
I'm thinking it's the concede. He exiled 3 lands off of Vance's Blasting Cannon in a row while on 4 lands.
That is
I feel
lovely.
kind of bad for him.
This is when you realize that Vance's Blasting Cannon's a sad card. Alright, well we went 2-1, which is pretty
Told
okay
you.
considering we completely dropped the first match.
You. Ha. Told you this
I
was
am putting it
2-1.
up to my absolutely expert piloting skills.
I am putting it up to my absolutely expert piloting skills and Gage's good luck.
Oh wow.
Because we told you at the
Just-
beginning, if it goes wrong, it's Pedro's fault. If it goes right, it's Gage's fault.
Alright, so pulling up my trusty little spreadsheet. On the 5th of November,
Remember.
remember it, we went 2-1 with green, blue, splash, black. Good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Now you gotta list off all the tribes. Merfolk, pirate, vampire,
Merfolk,
or dinosaur then vampire. Merfolk,
Pirate.
pirate, dinosaur, vampire,
dinosaur, vampire.
siren.
Yeah, Siren. That should be the title of the video. Copy and paste it.
Nah. So we have a 66% win rate on limited experience drafting.
Oh yeah.
And
Boy.
overall in Ixalan, I have a 63% win rate.
Not
Okay.
bad, soldier.
That's pretty okay, guys. Means we actually perfectly average 2-1. Chris, you got anything to say about that actually kind of terrible draft?
I think it was wonderful, sir. It turned out in the end, and that's
Results oriented.
suck a dick. But I had a fair amount of fun there, ending up or coming with a steaming heap of garbage from the first video and turning it into a playably steaming heap of garbage in videos 3 and 4, even though we didn't get a video 2. Which is our bad there. Adam's computer screwed up. It's all Pedro's fault, though.
Absolutely. We're all in agreement here. Pedro, do you have any specific things you wanted to mention about how the draft went? Any cool plays we did or whatever?
Pretty cool how I decided to go every single tribe. Pretty cool. But other than that, not really. I was just like, the tension was killing me.
We didn't get one of each tribe out of your graveyard. That would have been wonderful in this deck.
That
This
actually would have been
one
really
deck
good in
for
this
it.
deck. Grim Captain's Call.
Yeah.
But
Great.
you don't even have like any specific questions for us, Pedro? You're supposed to be our noob of the week for a reason.
I don't know, man. It seemed pretty solid all around. There's really not much to say here. It was just interesting to see you guys do a Sultai near the end to splash black. I wasn't really expecting. I thought you guys were going to do purely blue green.
Yeah, we were honestly staying on Merfolk was kind of a train wreck. We should have jumped ship to something earlier.
Why didn't you take the?
I think what would have been best to do is to take the Deadeye Plunderer earlier and be black, blue, splash green for Shapers of Nature. Because we did see quite a bit of good black cards pack one.
Yeah.
But so it was a mistake to stay on green blue, but it decently worked out for us. We went 2-1. I'm not complaining about that.
Fair
Alright.
enough. But other than that, pretty much all I had.
With that being said, I think we'll see you guys next time. This has been Limited Experience. I am Adam. It's my
I'm
co-host Chris.
I'm Gage. It was an experience.
All right.
And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, feel free to leave them in the comments section, or hear me out. We've actually got an email address now. It's called limitedexperienceshow@gmail.com, spelled exactly how you think it would be.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.